For in the day of trouble he will keep me safe in his dwelling. He will hide me in the shelter of his sacred tent and set me high upon a rock. Psalm 27:5. Psalm 27:5 is the blueprint for the season of divine obscurity. The experience of being hidden by the divine is often misinterpreted as the experience of being forgotten. There is a specific, high-stakes season in the life of the believer where the doors of opportunity suddenly lock from the outside. The phone stops ringing. The social circles contract. The influence that was once effortless begins to evaporate into the thin air of the ordinary. The world moves forward with a relentless mechanical noise, while the individual is pulled into a quiet, shadowed corner of existence. This is a strategic withdrawal. It is the divine hand placing a cloak of invisibility over a soul for the purpose of a private restoration. God hides what he is about to heal. He obscures what he is about to transform. To be hidden is to be protected from the premature expectations of a watching world. It is the removal of the audience so that the Creator can focus entirely on the heart of the creation. The hiding is an act of extreme divine mercy. The human ego is prone to performing for the light. People are addicted to the validation of the public gaze. They seek to heal while still standing on the center of the stage. But a public healing is always a superficial one. When the world is watching, the soul is tempted to wear a mask of strength. It is tempted to hide its scars to maintain its reputation and its social standing. God removes the audience to remove the mask. He pulls the soul into the darkness because darkness is the only place where certain types of fundamental growth can occur. A seed does not germinate in the midday sun. It requires the heavy, silent pressure of the earth to break its shell. A photograph is developed in the darkroom. The very light that would destroy the image in the outside world is the thing that would ruin the development process. You are currently in the dark room of the divine. The isolation is the necessary condition for the image of the Creator to be fixed upon the soul. You will hide them in the secret place of your presence from the plots of man. You will keep them secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. Psalm 31:20. The strife of tongues is a poison to a wounded spirit. The advice of the well-meaning and the criticisms of the malicious both serve to distract from the internal work of the Spirit. God hides the believer to silence these external voices. He places the soul in a divine pavilion where the noise of human judgment cannot penetrate. It is the sterile environment required for a major operation of the heart. In the hospital of the heavens, the recovery room is always private. There is a deep healing that can only happen when there is no one left to impress. There is a restoration that only occurs when the soul is finally convinced that God is the only witness that matters. The invisibility is a shield. It is a barrier that prevents the enemy from attacking a heart that is currently too fragile to defend itself. In the absolute quiet of this season, a single promise can become a lifeline. If a specific verse has touched your heart or given you the strength to keep standing, share that scripture in the comments below. Your words may be the exact light another soul needs to find their way through the shadows. Get away from here and turn eastward and hide yourself by the brook Cherith, which flows into the Jordan. 1 Kings 17:3. God did not tell Elijah to build a platform for his message. He told him to hide himself. He sent him to a place where his only companions were ravens and a drying stream. Elijah was hidden while the rest of the world was in the chaos of a famine. This hiding was not a punishment for his boldness. It was a preparation for his future. At Cherith, Elijah learned the secret of total, radical dependency. He learned to trust the provision that comes in the dark and the quiet. He was being healed of his self-reliance before he was called to face the prophets of Baal on the mountain. The brook was the place of his internal fortification. Many are currently at their own brook Cherith. They are hidden away from the action. They are isolated from the movement of the day. God is drying up the external resources to force the soul to drink from the eternal spring. The hiding is the strengthening. The hiding is also a season of divine deconstruction. Before God can heal a soul, he must often dismantle the structures that the soul has used to survive. People build fortresses of pride, walls of sarcasm, and towers of achievement to protect their inner wounds. These structures are obstacles to true restoration. They are the temporary supports of a false identity. In the season of hiding, God systematically pulls these structures down. This stripping process feels like a loss, but it is actually a clearance of the land. The hiding provides the privacy required for this messy, painful work. It is a mercy to be hidden when the old self is being torn down. It is a grace to be obscured while the new self is being formed in the secret place. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 91:1. The shadow of the Almighty is a place of total protection and absolute transformation. A shadow is formed when an object blocks the light. In this season, God is the object that is blocking the world's light from reaching the soul. He is standing between the believer and the pressures of life. While the body rests, the spirit works. The spirit is removing the roots of bitterness that have poisoned the life for years. This work is too delicate for the public square. It requires the stillness of the shadow. The healing is not a quick fix. It is a cellular reconstruction. God is changing the very way the soul thinks, feels, and responds. He is creating a new temperament. The hiding is also a season of divine observation. In the secret place, the believer begins to see the world from a different perspective. From the vantage point of the hiding place, the vanities of life become clear. The triviality of human applause becomes obvious. The soul begins to see the hand of God moving in the small details of life. The physical eyes are being rested so the spiritual eyes can be sharpened. This clarity is a weapon for the future. When the season of hiding ends, the believer will emerge with a vision that is untainted by the perspectives of the crowd. They will see with the eyes of the Spirit. They will move with a confidence that is anchored in what they saw while they were in the dark. For you died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. Colossians 3:3. This is the ultimate reality of the believer's existence. The true life is always a hidden life. The visible part of a person is only a fraction of their total reality. The season of physical hiding is simply an alignment with this eternal truth. It is a reminder that the world does not have the authority to define a life. The world cannot see the depths of the transformation. It cannot understand the peace that exists in the center of the storm. This is the ultimate reality of the believer's existence. The true life is always a hidden life. The visible part of a person is only a fraction of their total reality. The season of physical hiding is simply an alignment with this eternal truth. It is a reminder that the world does not have the authority to define a life. The world cannot see the depths of the transformation. It cannot understand the peace that exists in the center of the storm. The hiding is a reclamation of the soul's true origin. God is hiding the believer within himself. In this union, the healing is completed. The fragments of the broken heart are gathered and fused back together by the heat of the divine presence. The end of the hiding is as strategic as the beginning. God does not hide a person forever. There is a moment when the healing is sufficient for the next assignment. There is a day when the Spirit is strong enough to carry the weight of the light. When the sacred enclosure opens, the emergence is not a return to the old life. It is the introduction of a new person. The one who went into the hiding place is not the one who comes out. The one who emerges is a person of depth. They are a person of unshakable peace. They carry an atmosphere of the secret place into every room they enter. They do not need the applause of men because they have heard the whisper of God. The hiding was the making of the champion. Recognition of this holy process is the key to enduring the shadows. The transition from the public square to the secret place is a journey of faith. It is the acceptance of a divine invitation to be made whole. Staying grounded in the truths of the secret place is the only way to navigate the season of obscurity. This journey belongs to those who seek truths that remain steady when emotions fade. A subscription to this channel serves as an anchor in these deeper revelations. A public declaration of faith is a vital part of this process. The words, "He is hiding me," in the comment section function as a signal to the heavens of a spirit standing firm. This story of endurance is the light that encourages another person to hold on for one more day. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Matthew 6:6. The reward of the secret place is the presence of the Father. The reward of the hiding is the healing of the soul. God did not lead the believer into the shadows to abandon them. He led them there to possess them entirely. He did not pull them from the stage to end the story. He pulled them from the stage to prepare them for the final act. Trust the darkness. Trust the isolation. Trust the hand that covers the light. The hiding is the greatest act of love the soul will ever experience. The Father is in the room. He is watching. He is working. And He is making all things new.